Alright, so today is day one of the lockdown, and it is a very wet day outside, unfortunately, so we are stuck inside. But with that being said, there are a lot of small jobs around the house which need doing. All face-to-face work for me has been called off this week, so I've got the majority of the week off, so I'm up here at the house and I'm going to be living here for the next 7 days, or as long as this lockdown takes. And doing everything that needs doing. Now that the rain has cleared, the first job on the list is to start clearing up this back corner of the property. So it seems like there was some kind of animal enclosure here, and they've got a bit of a corrugated iron fence, and the grass is quite overgrown. So definitely a lot of work in this back corner. So let's get stuck into it.
Take it too far now. I dwell in the sand like a fish on.
Alright, now it is night time here, as you can see behind me. So all outside work has completed for the day, and I'm back here inside. Now, aside from painting, there are a few other things I can do inside at the moment, and that is insulating these interior walls, which have just been constructed. So floors are down, cladding's on. We've got that vape barrier there, and we've got windows in, everything like that, so we can begin installing this insulation in the wall cavity. So it is 6 o'clock now. It's not too cold just yet. It's about 9 o'clock that it starts to cool off quite a bit. So I'm going to start throwing some of this insulation in the wall here. I've got a few bundles that I've purchased ready for this exact moment. So the place is now fully insulated. Took quite a few bags to do that of insulation. And alright, so the house is fully insulated now, ready for gyprock. But before we can do that, I have had a very special delivery today, something I've been waiting for months now. I decided to go with custom Architraves, custom window trims, for both the exterior and the interior. I really wanted to match the rest of the house, both the interior and the exterior. So as you walk through the kitchen, as you walk through both kitchens, and as you're walking around the outside of the property, it all looks cohesive. So that's enough talking. There is a massive pile of architraves that need constructing. So they came in two parts. The first part is this, which is like a dado rail kind of thing. And then the bottom part is the larger piece of the moulding, which actually gets glued onto the wall or nailed into the wall. So first things first is gluing, nailing, and then it'll be time for some undercoat. And then once that's complete, it's all about measuring twice, because these things weren't cheap, cutting once, and getting those ones up on the window. Alright, these mouldings are looking incredible. It was exactly what I wanted. The guys that did these did them perfectly. I'm sure once they're cleaned up a bit, painted and installed, they'll look perfect, and hopefully you won't even be able to tell that the window has been added in. Alright, now the lockdown has ended, which is good news for me because I've got quite a large portion of house that needs renovating. Before we start on the kitchens, before we start on the bathrooms, I'm of course going to start putting these architraves up. And we have added in 10 windows throughout the whole property. So there are quite a number of architraves which need to be installed. So as you can see, they've all been undercoated, ready to be installed. Now I have got two sizes here, a larger size which is 140mm and a smaller size which is 90mm. I'm going to use this one on smaller doors and windows and this one on larger doors and windows. Now not only did I insulate the house and put some architraves together, there were also a lot of smaller jobs which I just didn't film or it didn't really make sense to include. Swept the chimneys out, quite a lot of maintenance around the yard, a lot of maintenance outdoors. There were a couple of sections of roof that were actually replaced. Now that the lockdown's been lifted for a couple of weeks, I've had the plumber here. We've been installing flashings along the roof because there were leaks. Now before I do finish this video off, there is one thing I'd like to talk about, and that is the custom architraves I had made up. Now before I started renovating this house, I had no idea that you could have something like this made up at such an affordable price. And the way I did it was I got a few quotes. There's a big hint. Grab yourself a couple of quotes because there was quite a variation for the same quality of timber. I ended up going with a local timber mill, and they were able to take a piece. I removed a piece of architrave, a piece of the original architrave from the bottom of one of the doors. I passed that on to them. They were able to sketch up and draft up that profile, and then they ran that through their machines, which came out in two pieces. And I had the option for them to construct the two pieces, glue, nail and prime, but I added about $5 a meter, which is quite a lot of money when you've got over 100 linear meters of the stuff. So anyway, that's how I did the custom architraves, and I'm very glad I did. It really helps to tie in all of these windows. And there we have it. That is the end of episode 7 of Circa 1890. Next episode, we're going to be deep diving into the 4 bathrooms, basically 3.5 bathrooms. So anyway, guys, I'll leave all of that for next episode, and I'll see you then.